This morning, the Transport Education Training Authority, that's TETA, and its partner Networx for Career Development will announce graduates who have completed the Work Readiness Program, which aims to reduce the number of unemployed graduates. So the 4-month workplace coaching program engages employers on opening up their entry-level positions to these trainees. Sabelo is the head of communications at TETA, and he's accompanied by Nomalungelo Nkabinde from KwaZulu-Natal. He is one of the beneficiaries. Good to have both of you. Thank you very much for coming in.
Thank you, dear.
Sabelo, let's begin with you. When a student has graduated, why do they still need to be work ready? I mean, that's a very, very big issue.
Yeah, I think most critically, when you look at the gap between the workplace as well as the graduates, you realize that there are certain skills that you don't necessarily get at varsity. For instance, like the soft skills that you need in order for you to fit within the workplace. You realize that you've got expectations as a graduate. When you walk into a workplace, you realize that your expectations cannot be met as you thought.
Yeah.
Now, the Work Readiness Program then closes that gap to allow you to tone down on your expectations with the soft skills that are required and to at least minimize your expectations to the level where you are. Because I think like if you have high expectations, you are going to look at things like salaries, that I've got a master's degree, so I should be earning so much.
Yeah.
And you realize that you need to start at the low end, and that would create your discomfort. So we need to close that gap to ensure that at least we increase the appetite.
Okay, so Nomalungelo, you're a graduate, so you've done, what did you graduate in? I suppose that's a good starting point.
A diploma in logistics.
In logistics.
Yes,
so now
in logistics.
You're going into the Work Readiness Program, and how did you hear about it and find out the details?
I actually I found out about the Work Readiness through Gumtree.
Okay.
I actually posted an ad on
Wow.
Gumtree. I wanted to volunteer because now every time you want a job or you're looking for a job, they always tell you need experience.
Yes.
So I decided I'll volunteer. So fortunately enough for me, the CEO of Networx responded to my ad.
Yeah.
And then that was it.
That was how it
From
started.
there.
What a clever thing to do. So you took an advert on Gumtree saying,
Yes.
hey, here I am, I'm qualified, I'm available.
Yes.
And I just want to come in and get some experience in your company.
Yeah.
And look where you are now. So have you started, or when do you begin?
Yeah, I went through the 2 months program. It's theoretical, and then 4 months with the host employer, which is Networx. So that's the practicals. So then after the practicals, you get placed.
Yeah.
So it's just a 6 months program.
Okay.
So yeah, I am placed right now.
That's wonderful. I mean, I think it's a great thing. So do you think that the WRP, which I think I possibly know the answer to, increases the prospects of the graduates getting a job? Because now when they say, yeah, but do you have any work experience? You say, yes, I do. Take a look.
Definitely, you've got a point of reference, but beyond that, you are taught how to apply for a job.
Okay.
You know, you've got those skills. Then you would have an opportunity to be interviewed. At least by the time that you are interviewed for your potential employment in future, you have been through those processes. It's no longer a shock for you. That is why you need to be ready before the opportunity comes.
Absolutely.
Because when that opportunity comes and you're not ready, you might miss it, and it might not come back again.
Do you think this is one of the reasons why we hear so many stories about incredible graduates that have got a string of qualifications behind their names, just cannot find a job?
Qualifications, somehow, they get into your head because you raise your expectations based on the qualification and forget that the employer is grounded in productivity and profits. Now, when you walk into that company and you are not ready to deliver, yes, you've got the qualification, but you cannot deliver to the expectations of the company. Now, the chances are you might not be employed because you are not ready for employment. Yes, you've got the qualifications, but you needed to be prepared that when you get there, you get in and become productive, which is what would excite an employer.
Indeed. Nomalungelo, let me ask you the final question. I mean, obviously you've got friends that are in the similar circumstances. Do you, have they been through, or are they interested now in this graduate program? And what are you hoping that your future will hold after these months have been completed?
Yeah, I do have a lot. I get a lot of emails, Facebook messages. Yeah, I think there's a lot of graduate unemployment.
Yeah.
But I think it's because of the attitude. Attitude is everything. You know, when the program started, we were earning 2.5, which was sponsored by TETA. So when you tell somebody that they're going to earn 2.5, they tell you that's not what they expect. So I think attitude is everything, and I think going forward we need more host employers. And we need more funding because TETA right now is funding us. So we need more people to fund the project so that we can expose our graduates.
Absolutely.
We are brought up in a very, it's a culture. So we brought up in one culture and we taught, you know, with values and everything. So simple things that we don't, we take for granted, like saying hi to your managers and all that. We taught that, communication skills, how to talk to your supervisor. So it's the little things that we don't notice that as people.
Exactly. You come away with these skills
so
that
I
really
think,
bode well for you in the workplace. Just finally, I'm sure we have piqued so many people's interest here. How do we get involved? How do you get into this program if you would like to be a part of it? I don't know who wants to give me the details. Do you want to?
Yeah, it's fine. We have a Facebook page. It's called Networx Group. We have Twitter. It's called Networx Group 1.
Okay.
And then we have a website, www.networxgroup.co.za.
Okay.
The system.
And remember that's with an X.
Yes, with an X.
Networx Group.
Yeah, Networx Group.
Right.
So now we're in a process of you know, doing our website well so that people can send their CVs through the website.
Excellent.
So you just send your CV, and then when we have funding, we sort out maybe mechanical. We take any graduates. We don't take the cream.
Yeah.
We take any, even from disadvantaged backgrounds.
And give them a lift. Listen, I think this is wonderful. Both of you, thank you very much for joining us here on the program. Sabelo Mbuku is the head of communications at TETA, and Nomalungelo Nkabinde is a graduate. She's currently going through this program, and it's called the Work Readiness Program, and it's a fantastic, fantastic idea. It really is.